one day after the marathon. Yeah, the crazy big one marathon. These are a few places of my childhood where I used to play. City wall. Yeah, this place makes me think back the good old times. Wonderful. Woo! The city's mine, at least for a second. Special place of my childhood. I always came here to play. Wonderful memories. It can't be real that we had to leave this beautiful country. That's life. A few options for kids to play. There's the great city wall protecting us from the Turks in the medieval age. Overall, I really must be grateful to God for being able to even run one day after the marathon, which wasn't possible 27 days ago after the Düsseldorf marathon. So the best that could ever happen just happened. Dream came true. This is the real life, man. Back to the roots. Where my father had moved to his new wife after his divorce, which is one of the reasons why my mother left this country. So this also reminds me of some beautiful times playing in my childhood with my half brother. It's the area with the blocks, the Hippodrome 4. Here's a beautiful Orthodox church. Seems like as if time stands still. Nothing has changed. The good old blocks are still standing. It's just unbelievable. Unbelievable feelings going through my heart, my mind, and my soul. Same stores 28 years later. Imagine that. Now I'm gonna go to a place which I've always stared at when I was young, from my father's place. Right there, back on the horizon. I never been there because it seemed infinite. It seemed so far away. I never had the guts to go out to the end of the road. But now I'm gonna do it. Yeah, let's find out what's there 28 years later. So I finally arrived at that point. When you look at these crossroads, beautiful crossroads, the end of the road just signifies the exit of the town, with the great mountains in the back. It's a fantastic view. We are circumferred by mountains in this area, the Carpathians. This is a fantastic view. So after 28 years, the only new thing right here is the Lidl. The only thing that has changed. So now I think I'm gonna turn back to the center of the town, check out on Natasha sleeping, because I had a long night and kept her awake for longer than necessary. So let's go back to town. On top of all that, this is a typical Sunday. A lot of people are out here, on the contrary to the place where I live in Germany. When the streets are dead, you know it's a holiday or a Sunday. And here you see almost the same amount of people coming out, no matter the day. It's just wonderful. I must correct myself again. This is not the Hippodrome 4, this is the Hippodrome 2. And that beautiful tower at the end of the road, that is also a new building, some financial tax center, I don't know exactly, but that building shaped the final memories of my final official marathon when I was approaching the center of the city while returning, passing that great tower. It was a great experience as well. It's where my father has left. Crazy moment. There were some two old guys sitting in front of my father's block. I don't know them, but I just gave them a shout out that I am Igrisciano's son. And they said, "We know." That's funny. Enter. Yep. This is my country. This is my country. This is my country. And I'll always love it. No matter what. What I told you last year about Villa Branga. This was the most shot at villa where terrorists were located in. There were hundreds, thousands of holes in this building. I don't even know how they kept this building. It was right between the police and the army, the two parties which shot at each other. And not only was this building in between, but it had a few securists, or what I call in the communist times, who were spying on regular people, and they were programmed to sneak on anything and to give away information. And if you did something wrong, you got put to jail, just like that. And the army was fighting for the people. They just tried to extinguish those assholes and to make peace for us, the people. Power to the regular people, not the government. Fuck that government. That's the sound of the police. Whoop, whoop. That's the sound that I need. The other Orthodox church, a place that gives people the strength and the faith to survive these days. Amen. Found the place where we crossed yesterday. I only got 60 minutes left before I have to get back to Natasha, but maybe I managed to get back to the place where my mother's brother lived, my uncle. Also, melancholic place. My GoPro with me because I wouldn't have been able to record all the stuff while driving around in a taxi or something else. So going out for a jog, saving all those memories, is the best way to do it. So this is the place where my father used to work. He was one of the great bosses there. Oh, this place came down like a ruin, but it's still standing. So it was called Independenza. Independence. This is where I was waiting for him after work. May God rest his soul. And this is the most memorable place of my childhood, Târgu Fânului 4, where I was playing with the kids in the yard of my uncle Marian, Titus, Nelutsu, all the great guys and all their siblings. I can't turn back time. It is what it is. I'll just enter this yard and see what it looks like today. It still smells like in the 80s. It's the place where Marianne's parents lived, but it was all torn down. It's the place where Nelutsu lived, and I'm gonna quickly show you the place where Chemi lived. You see, this is the place where I was playing as a kid. Fantastic. A small kid running away. Fantastic. I just had a conversation with a guy who is now living for rent in the place where my uncle's son is the landlord. Well, dramatic moments, but it is what it is. I'm shortly I'm gonna show you the Sibiu river, then I'm going back to my apartment. Other great places, memories, where me and the kids used to play soccer all day. Most of this place is in ruins, but it still has the charm it had 28 years ago. It still keeps warming my heart, because this is where I grew up. This is where we played as kids, did all the crazy things, jumping these walls, entering factories unallowed, stealing those plastic pipes, and doing all that stupid crazy child stuff, which was fun. The street where we took the taxi to the bus station where we left Germany. This is the place I had tears in my eyes. This is the place I had to say goodbye to all of my friends, at least to those to whom I managed to say goodbye, because there were some other friends who didn't even know that I left. They were just looking around and asked themselves, where's Rafi? It really hurts my heart today thinking back. At least I thank God that I came back in this wonderful shape as an athlete, and not in my old days when I'm 60, 70, 80. Salud! Mulțumesc! When I'm no longer able to walk, to run. I was a volunteer of the marathon. Still recognize me. It's an honor to have the honor to win in the city where I was born twice for the final marathon of my life. God bless, and I'm out. Minutes, I can say that this has been the most honorable and memorable jog of my life. The recovery jog of the day after my most important race and most beautiful day of my life. I've managed to cover all the places of my childhood where I've ever been within 1 hour. Less than 1 hour I managed to see all the places where I grew up and played as a child. This is a very special moment, which is gonna end at the door steps where I lived with my mother and my sister. So this is where I grew up. Seeing my childhood in 1 hour, and I'm back to Natasha. This is the new life. with Antonio Igrician.